Coach Bouli,
Coach Bouli,
one of the best basketball trainer in Turkey.
author of the book How to Master Your Game and Nutrition.
I have that drive like I was telling you, thing I was watching. So in my mind I was like, if I want to do that and I need to go through that, I need to go away from the country.
What did you sacrifice?
Relationship with my dad was deep. Relationship with my mom, I sacrificed for. People confuse sometimes, they think you married because the love.
Yeah.
No. Man, the hard work, believe me, is to work on your relationship. I didn't have that maturity to give more than the 30 I was doing. That was really hard on my relationship.
And that led you to, sadly, a divorce. Later on, you've lost your mother, your parents.
Tough, man. Yeah, it's still fresh now. It's still fresh, really fresh. It's hard because it was suddenly. It's not like she was deep sick. So what I did that day was what? I cried. It was a long time, bro. I didn't cry deeply. Yeah. I went home. I saw my mom, I couldn't sleep. It was there. I spent, I think, 2 minutes. I saw my mom, we can say that naked, lay down, they cleaned her. That was the first time I saw a dead body like that, and more when he's young. Yes, I look at her and I couldn't stand. I just step out because first I want to keep good memories.
Tell me a bit about basketball, how it started for you.
Yeah, first, it's crazy how, as you mentioned in the beginning, coming from Africa, Cameroon, especially Cameroon, the main sport is football. So we can say 90% of the kids, when you're born, the first toy, we can say that like that, is a ball is a football that your parents or friends or even the neighbor present you. So, you start to kick that ball and stuff. So I play football. I played football until 11. So at 11, that's when my body started to change a little bit. So I grow really fast at that time. So yeah, long legs and stuff. I start to get kicked every time on my feet and stuff. So that's how I jumped in the basketball. I just remember my brothers, two of my whole brothers, they was playing basketball already with some friends just for hobby for them. And one day I was there, just sitting and watch them play. And it's crazy, they was playing pickup game with the friends. And one guy was missing. So my brother looked at me and said, just come here and just hold the ball and pass, just to make the number. And that's exactly the first time, I touched the basketball, and that's where everything starts. So at 11, that's exactly how I fell in love with the ball, just by touching. And after that, when I went back home, the next day I was like, man, it was good, because I don't know, the first experience, as you know in life, your first experiences can be good to determine the future, or it can be bad, and now also your future will be. So for me, I was lucky, like the first experience, my brother really, they put me in, they give me that confidence about, the love of the ball. And from there, next day, I was just on the court and try to figure out with the ball how I can do that work.
Did you start playing professional in Cameroon, or did you go elsewhere?
Yeah, for example, 11, I start, like I say again, and directly, my uncle was already there. He was a former professional player who was the first Cameroonian to play in France. And because also it's a lot of luck, I was also lucky to live just across one of the great schools in my city, in Yaoundé, the capital. Good school was just across the home. And the crazy part is what all the facility was there. So during the summer when we have a time to waste, we was just there. We was there playing football, playing different sports, volleyball, handball, basketball. So the neighbor where we was, someone just came there, I think was also one of the guys, the neighbor, if I remember, and he built one, young team. That next year was coming, and he said like, I want to make a junior team. And that's how he knew my uncle, and that's how they figured out how to build a young team there. It was a junior team at that time for the whole neighbor. And of course, it was my uncle, and it was easy just to jump in the team, me and my brother. That's how we jumped on it. So I started there, and for 1 year, was a great year with my uncle who teaches unbelievable things. And then after that, I played for 3 years junior, and then first year we lost to the final. Second years we was champion with another team, of course, and then the third year same team champion, and then that's how I went to play senior, because at home at that time was a junior and senior league. So play senior, it was not easy, it was tough. Then I remember in 2008, after play senior, play to the big team and stuff like that. 2008, that was the tournament of my life, about decide to go abroad, try to go outside of the country. So, everything started just like I say again at 11 years old, the love of the game. And start from there. And in 2008, that was the point to go.
But what pushed you to go abroad, to go elsewhere to play?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question because, the thing is what? We, I deeply, for example, I deeply face the difficulty of the African guy, more coming from a country like I told you, like a Cameroon or other country. And I can say a little bit even here because more kids in those countries where the basketball is not the main sport, it's not easy. It's not easy. So, and the mentality, the mindset of the parents at that time was not like, for example, like now, like you can make money, you can live with sport and stuff. So I faced that because my dad, my mom, there was, that's a whole school mindset. Like to win your life is only school. It's only that way, only one way. No other things around. So when I decided, like me and my brother, we want to do that, that was tough. I remember I spent like 1 year, I didn't, for example, talk with my dad. We was in the same house, but he was tough because I decided to do that. Yeah. And he was like, no, I don't want you to do basketball and stuff like that. But I was like, man, just that love, made me, just go through different sacrifice, family, troubles, stuff, and in the other hand, friendly. Like at that point, you start to understand, like, man, if you want to do it deeply at that level, you will have to give up some friends who don't have the same mindset as you, or who try to put you outside of the line that you try to, to draw and go through. So already the difficulty was at home with that. So that means what? The environment at home was not easy already. So, and but the good point also was what? I was lucky, like because I'm still talking also me and my brother, because we have the same, that was the same dream, we started at the same times, a little bit. But the crazy part is what is, my dad at home, we have the TV with all the channel. That was even the point also. Because also that's something like I try to, not teach, but give advice to the kids now and parents, like, it's good to expose the kids with all those things. But my dad also was that. But the point was what? During the day when he's there in the living room, we couldn't watch anything like basketball, It was just football because he was crazy about football. He really loved football. It was amazing. Like when we was going to watch sport, it was football. But me, I was already interested in all kind of sport. Athleticism, volleyball, handball, basketball, all those things. I was already falling in love with that. So late at night when everybody's sleeping,
then you go and watch.
Yeah, man, that's the things. I was sneak, go open the TV, put the volume down, shut down the volume because, man, I was there and I was watching, because I say again, we was lucky to have all those channels. So that's how I was watching NBA TV at that time, all the channel, ESPN, I think so, at that time was pull up some games, and that was Michael Jordan time. It was Jordan time, as you know, Jordan, Magic Johnson, all those, man, that was crazy. So the style of the game at that time made me deeply fall in love with that. Just see how the guy, the way, the shoes they have, the way, the dress, just the style of the game. I just fall in love with that. The court, it was so clean, and that will impact me so deep. So that's the things, like you said, like what really motivated me to go was the environment. Because after that, I have that drive, like I was telling you, thing I was watching. So in my mind, I was like, if I want to do that, and I need to go through that, I need to go away from the country. Because at home, like I said again, it was not even the second sport.
He
It was not even.
was,
So even
was
the
not
third,
in the picture
it
at
was not
all.
even a picture like you can live with that
yeah.
at home.
Mm.
So, and the thing was that. So, man, it was just like, I have to go.
When you look at the people around you, for example, the people that were fighting you over this decision, when you look at that moment and now, what do you think about that? For example, if you had given up and listened to them saying that don't do this, is not, how will it be now? What do you think it will be?
Man, I don't know. Maybe I will be with a lot of regret. You know? A lot of regret, because I will be, for sure, I will be somewhere sitting on the office, you know, with the suit, and I will keep watching, because the love of the game that I have and the love of the sport,
it's still there,
we always be there. Because I'm just a sport guy, and I always like, I even remember before start basketball, you know, I was just liking just watching people make sport. You know, my mom was peace for her. She was deeply in the sport, because my uncle, like I told you, my uncle was the big brother of my mom, who was deep sport guy. So my mom was coming from a deep family sport.
Okay.
So I was just happy to be.
It was in your genes.
It was in my genes already. So when you ask me, like, if I was listening to those people, man, if now I can make million money sitting in the office or I don't know what, but I will be sad. I will not be happy. Like, I will always feel like I missed something.
You didn't fulfill your destiny.
That's exactly that.
Tell me, you talked about sacrifices. What did you sacrifice on that journey?
That's another good question. Because those questions, what I say is good, because until now, that's those questions and answer that I have will keep motivate me every morning to keep running. You know, because I'm always like, if I stop now, that means all the sacrifice that I did in the beginning.
You were not, they didn't have any
exactly, they didn't have any meanings. That's exactly that. So that question is good. What did I sacrifice? Like, first, relationship with my dad was deep. Relationship with my mom.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was very bad at that time. Very bad. My mom was, you know, big supporting. No matter what you want to do, she will be with you, 100. But the thing is, in one point, you know, by listening, husband, you know,
the man,
even when she want to push you, you know, sometimes facing the country and the adversity of the country, like nothing, you just see no future on that. Sometimes she was also come like and say like, man, you know what, you have to just drop
forget
it.
About
it.
Just drop
it. So the sacrifice was deep. First sacrifice, like I said again, the relationship with my family, and that was completely tricky. The second sacrifice was, you know, sacrifice school. That's a deep one. Sacrifice school, man. Yeah. Because I decided to drop the school at my last year of the high school. You know, the last year of the high school, that means first year of the university, I dropped everything. I said to my dad, I don't want to go to school anymore. So that was a deep sacrifice. And how did I take that decision? Because at that time, like I said, in 2008, I've been selected for the national team. So I was in the national team of the country. And to be selected at that time in 2008 was really tough. It's not like now, like, you know, they just call you to come. That was because 2008, competition was tough. At that time, the camera was already made, like, I don't know, we was coming from more than 6 years, 7 years without national team. You know, so the federation at that years really say we go back from zero. So they went different city to try to take the best. And to do that, it was a selection was coming from different cities to pull up the best 1 or 2 or 3 guys, and then to put all of us together and keep making the selection. So that took like more than 1 month like that.
Wow.
And when you talk about 1 month, I got to prepare myself since 3-4 months. So to do that, I had to go through that sacrifice. And also why? Because that's the same advice I give to the people now. Like, you know, I didn't have someone close to me. You know, like I told you, you just have people, you know, who have the bad thoughts. But I didn't have someone close to me to make me understand you can make both. Because with my experience, understand it's possible. It's possible to do 2-3 things at the same time. You can do it, it's possible. Because human beings, we have that capacity. And more when you are young, the mind is fresh, you got that capacity to get it. But I didn't have, so I was just in the battle with my dad, who didn't also have the knowledge. You know, I understand him. Where he was coming from, he didn't have that knowledge and also the word to make me understand. Me and my brother, like, you know, we can do that, but just understand you got to have a time for school and have a time for what you got to do. So just by my own, I was like, if I need to go to that high level and make the selection,
you need to do it now.
I need to do it now. I need to drop, you know, to school and stuff. So that's how I said to my dad, that was another fire, man. That was crazy. So I was on my own. And that's what he told me. I was on my own. Nothing else. Like, no one could bring help. Nothing financial, nothing mindset. So I was on my own, you know. So that's the sacrifice. From there was the deepest one. From the school, where I was on my own, and then I've been to the selection. That was, I was telling you, the school one, and the another one was deep. When I went to the selection, 2 days, you know, before I already made the team, like the last 12 guys, 2 days before we traveled, we were supposed to go to Congo Kinshasa. The crazy part is what, bro? My passport disappeared. Like, we came back one day to the training, from the training, and opened the door. Everything was broke left and right, and I just, you know, my mind was like, oh, the passport. Boom, went there, passport disappeared. I don't know what happened, but that was crazy, you know. But at that time also, my dad was a little bit start to support. Why? Because in the beginning, just to make a little, you know, a little turn, you know, like I told you, the difficulty with my mom, you know, when the relationship also a little bit started to get broke with my mom was when my brother traveled, because I told you we started together. My brother was lucky, you know, he got a scholarship. So he went to US with the scholarship, the first guard to have a scholarship at that time, because at that time only the big guys was getting those scholarship. He's the first guy at home who got that scholarship. So he went to US, and when he went there, you know, my dad's mindset started change a little bit. Like, oh man.
So it can work.
It can work. It can work.
There's something there.
He got something there. So both my mom and my dad, they was really pushing. But because my mom was working for she was secretary in the Minister of the Defense Minister, the military ministry. So she was also in love with the soldier military stuff. You understand?
She wanted to be a soldier.
Exactly. From my dad, I'm the guy, because I have two sisters, I'm the guy who stayed there with him and my two sisters. He want a man to stay at home. So the mindset was already, I don't want to say fucked up, but the mindset was really like tricky, you know? According to the expectation and what they seeing, but my mindset was different.
Different completely.
You understand? My mindset, my life that I was seeing was already different. So my mom at that point, she said, okay, my brother made it. And she was telling me every time, like, okay, your brother made it. That means you don't need to do like him. And that was hurting me a lot. You know, so at that time, the relationship I had with her also was a little bit
hard.
You know, hard. It was a hard time because that was the support that I have. Little bit. But when also she started to say that,
she
I was
just
really,
switched.
I was completely on my own.
Oh yeah.
So that was that. That's why it was more. I was always alone in my room, trying to figure out stuff by my own, understanding how things work. So, but that was a good time because those times built the man that I am now. Really, those moments built the man that I am now.
To add something about what you just said right now, these hard times made the man that you are. It means that you have no regret in what you've been through. And
not at all.
These are the things that made you, you know, because I've seen these a lot also out there. Like people are complaining about what they have been through. You know, this new era of you know, healing from your past, healing from your hurts and stuff like this.
Got you.
And people get it wrong sometimes.
Exactly.
By being themselves the victim of what they are.
Exactly.
And saying that God or life is wrong.
Yeah.
By giving them this hard time.
Exactly.
And they forget that without them,
you will never be the person
you are.
Never
in life. So be grateful of what you are. Be grateful of everything that you've been through.
You've been through. Because that's those things build the man.
Exactly.
The character you have, the man you become.
Exactly. And
like you just said now, that's the new generation is that. The world we live now is exactly that. That's why we have those things like a mental issue. All those things and stuff like that. And more the mental issue. Psychologue people make more money, they become more rich. Because that. Because the main problem is that one. Like people look the life outside of the life with envy or with regret. But they don't understand, like the position you are now is the best position
for you at
for
that
you
moment.
at that moment. You just have to look deeply
Mm.
to understand the why I'm in that position.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and for me, like I said again, I understood. You know, those moments make me understand who I was, like the strength I have, my real strength.
Yeah.
Of course, at that time I was still young, but I was already understand like, okay, I got a tough mindset because how did I understand? I didn't born with amazing body. You know, I was really skinny, really skinny, and so I didn't have the tools like strength tools, like physical ability, and those. So my strength always being the mindset. So those moments really built.
The person that you are now.
Yeah, that means that character deeply.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I was trying to understand who I am because those moments make me build my mindset.
Exactly.
Like, just understand, okay, that's the situation now. That's the love you have, and the situation is this. Are you going to give up that love that you have for that
Because
sport?
of that situation.
For that situation that you have now. But I was like, man, no. I have to keep pushing. I don't know why I have that. But like I say again, just the mindset. My mindset was so strong enough to talk to myself every time because, like I told you, most of the time I was always alone in my room, and I didn't have a lot of friends around me. The guys that I have first met, they was not like really deep in the basketball. Only some friend that I was in the basketball friend you have, but it was always the competition there because you face another guy is your friend, but but a guy that you can talk, like who is outside of that, I didn't have it.
And this is really interesting. Talking about what you said, like you didn't have any choice just to do it. I see it because you had this trust in yourself first.
Yeah.
Most of the people don't have it.
Yeah.
Because they don't believe they can do something. And also, you know, people talked you out of your dreams, for example, but you didn't care because you knew what you wanted. You knew what you were feeling down there, deep inside. And also, people are afraid of being lonely in this journey.
Yeah.
And it's sad because they think that if I'm lonely, it's because I am wrong. I didn't do the right decisions, or I didn't. It's not that that is not actually the right mindset to have.
Exactly.
And they start searching for answers or solutions, or they want to feel better about themselves out there. By
That's
saying,
the thing.
I think this person is looking like this is because of this. I'm gonna follow him and do like him, and you just messing up your mind.
That's
and
the thing.
You completely, go out of the line.
That's exactly because like you say again, people are scared to be alone. But be alone is the best thing, like you were saying. Why is the best? It's the best because you talk just with yourself at that moment.
Yeah, you have real conversations
with yourself. And that's the true and best conversation. Because what someone will tell you outside, it will be always according to his vision.
Exactly.
And his experience, no matter which kind of experience he had, if he's a old guy who is older than you, or if he's the same age as you or younger, it will be about his vision of what he's saying.
Yeah.
So that advice is already tricky. Even if that advice is good for you, but that advice is already according to someone else's vision and experience. But having those moments alone, like you are alone, for me, I say it's the best moment that you have if you are really true with yourself. Looking yourself, understand, okay, did we do it or we don't do it? But if you do it, like we was talking just now, like you will put sacrifice around, but everything will get wrong from that decision. You will embrace that with a lot of smile and happiness. Because in the end of the day, you will always say like, that was my decision.
Yeah, definitely.
And from that decision that you took by yourself, nothing bad will come out from there. Because you will just keep learning and learning.
Exactly,
and learning.
The learning thing.
The learning thing, because you will just talk to yourself like, we do it, and you will be happy. You say like, okay, I tried. That was my decision. It didn't work. But I learned something. I learned something from there, and from there you keep moving and moving. And it will be so important for you because also those moments will make you understand who you are. Because more people don't know who they are. That's why most of the time when they have a little trouble and something happens, they jump outside and get advice left and right. Of course, it doesn't mean it's not good to get advice. It's good to have advice. It's good to have people around you to talk to you, to give you something. That's a social life we need. But the point is what? In the end of the day, we are the master of life.
Nice, yeah.
So you can take advice and stuff, it's good, but you will be the one who gotta take the last decision.
Yeah.
So if you didn't have the real talk with yourself in the beginning, when those advice come, you will be fucked up in your mind. But if you already have a real talk with yourself, when those advice come, you will understand which one really go to your way, or those advice just add a little plus, because we need plus every time.
Exactly.
That's why we have those social exchange in life, because you will never make alone something. Doesn't matter the level of the team you go. You need always a plus. Because someone has something you don't have, no matter material advice or something. So you need that little plus to plug on you who can boost you to go. So that's just that.
So now, coming back to when you were playing abroad.
Yeah.
Like, how was your life there? Like, because you said according to all this, you were alone. You didn't have a good relationship with your family and all that, the support and all that. How was it? Because I know it was tough then.
Man, that was tough, bro.
So how tough was it?
Exactly, bro. That's exactly another good question.
How tough was it?
How tough that was, and that's a tough question. Bro, first, like I told you, the toughness started. I just started toughness, man. In the beginning, when I told you when I come from, coming from my house. It was already when I knew like I don't have support of my dad and mom. See, if I was like. If the people, like, as you know, who have to support you, no matter you do good or bad, no matter how you do bad thing on you, they will always be there to, cover you. That's your parents. No one in life will love you more than your parents.
Exactly.
No one. Never. If someone says, I love you more than your dad or mom, is a liar. No one. Because those people are those who put you in the earth.
In the way,
So that's the thing. So when I was already have that difficulty with them, so when I travel outside, man, that was tough. But my mindset, like I told you just now, God blessed me with the mindset. So I built my mindset when I was alone. So going outside, it was to understand I would be alone. But I was already alone. So if you understand, I was in my country, in my house, but I was already like a foreigner.
Exactly.
You understand? I always make that little, that is a joke now when I talk with some friend about it. But it's crazy. I remember like, in one point, I think the last year before I traveled, I was like, I'm at home, my mom cook, If I cross the living room and my dad is there, he's in trouble. Oh, he's just here to eat, blah, 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 blah. When I take just African, just when I'm going to take my plate, my mom starts screaming, he just here, just eat it. It's only that he knows, just food. He can even do something to bring some like little money or something, or even go back to school, it's just food. So think about it, when I'm hungry, I need to go get the food.
You have to give it.
And I need to wait a certain time.
Everyone is not around.
So I'm checking, man. So that's what I'm telling you. I'm checking. So I'm going. So I'm checking, and I'm going. I'm checking the living room. My dad is there. If he's not there, maybe my mom's. So when no one is around, I'm go quick to the kitchen, pick up the plate, man.
It's fast.
It's fast. I'll go to mine because also the other change that I have. I got a studio was outside of the main house. So I took the plane and I'm go to my room, to my studio, outside of the main house. So I'm just there, and that's all I was doing. And think about it. So I was already a foreigner
in your own house.
In my own house. So saying like go outside was tough. First, the moment that I have to go outside. Like you just asked now how tough it was. It was tough because I went outside of my country without the love, the support of my people. It's like I was saying, my parents, and even a couple of friends. Because why? I told you just as a little turn when I was talking, like my brother got scholarship from US, so it was good for him, and I want to keep push. So my dad started to support a little bit more. So that's at that moment we reconnected.
Okay.
That was really good at home at that time. But it can be good Monday, and it can be good Tuesday, but Wednesday
it's something else.
The nature of the mindset come back, bro. What's going on, man? Just drop it.
Just drop it. Come on.
That's it. So, but the good part was what we was talking. We was more, the connection was coming back. So he tried to push me, and first he got a friend, someone who knows connection from US. Try give even money for find the opportunity there for the university for the scholarship for high school. It didn't work. Try from France because he have some relationship connection in France, in Paris. We tried, didn't work. So at that time I said, man, I got one opportunity because the team I was playing is crazy how the last game that I have in that team, because that team was the best team in the country in Cameroon at that time. So I was playing there, and I was even the best player there. It's crazy. I was like, I can put myself at like 8 or 9, the best guy. And it was a difficult year also for me to be even in the roster in that team, because that was an elite team.
Yeah.
It was like the team was made for to 80% of the player was in the national team. So that was really a deep team. So, but the good luck was what? That team was the team from the big bank at home. And the president of the team was from Gabon, Gabon, who is a country close to Cameroon. So he was from there. And that was his last year from the contract to work in that bank, because he was the president of the team. So the crazy part is when we have the final game, playing the cup, the cup from the country, Cameroon Cup. Yeah. So we are playing national cup, and we play another team, and that president he never came to watch the game. But when it's a final, all the official president, blah blah, they come. So that was a good luck for me. Like I say again, man, when God have a plan for you, no matter how he will pull up. So that was just the game he came to watch. And that game, man, I dropped like, I don't know, I remember like it was like 5 3-points that I dropped that day. So I really have a great game that day. And it's crazy, he went back to his country, like I told you. So the summer come, after the final, I'm at home, keep trying again, left and right, keep working on my game, trying. And that's how my former coach, told me like, okay, I got a call from the ex-president of the country, of the team. He have a friend who have a team in Gabon, Gabon there. They need a shooting guard and a post.
Center.
A center. I'm like, oh, okay. But he have a lot, because I was not the best in the team, like I said again. But he said, I asked the coach, like, what's going on with the other guy? He said, no. He specifically, he wants you. And the center we have, there I said, oh, okay. So now, first, Gabon is a small country. It's not like, but the point was what? The basketball there was a little bit higher than Cameroon, because the federation was putting the money there. So the team was taking some foreigners, players. So, but in my mind, I'm like, man, I'm just looking US, Europe. That's the mindset.
This is not the goal yet.
This is not the goal, man. This is not the goal. But I went, talked to my dad. I'm like, bro, you have opportunity come there. My dad said, no. What is Gabon? It's just a small country and nothing is there, man. Don't go there, waste the time and stuff. No. It's better we stay patient. Stuff. But like I told you again,
the love of the game.
The love of the game was there, but when I said the but was what? Was the home.
Oh, yes.
All those tricky, like I need to turn to go take food. I need to listen those words. No matter how tough my mind was, bro.
It was too much.
It was too much, because sometimes even I was, have a conversation again with myself, like, maybe I just have to listen to those people, because you hear that, too much.
Doubting yourself.
Exactly. The dots start to come, because you hear that every time. So that was that. And I remember my dad told me when I decided to take that chance, because I went to my coach. After a couple of days, I was like, maybe I don't want to go, maybe. So I went to the coach, and he gave me one sentence. I will never forget that sentence until now. That drive me. He told me, I said, Coach, do you think like it's a good idea for me? He said, man, a man, because he knew my situation with my family and stuff. I told like, no one, my dad don't want me to go and stuff. He just told me like, a man, when you're born, you die.
Already, he
just told me that. A man, when you're born,
you're already dead.
You're already dead, bro. So I didn't get it at that time, because I was like, wow, what did that mean?
Well,
Really, I was every time I was saying what, but when I was outside there,
you understood it clearly.
I understood clearly what that means. Bro.
Yeah.
So I went home, and I said to my dad, man, I will go. Next day, like I told you, my dad was not there. He didn't want to say goodbye to me, because he didn't want me to go. But same thing, like I told you, I was already foreigner in my own house, so,
so it was
I have to take that decision. I was like, man, that's the moment. That's the moment. Something was just clicking on me, like, guy, you gotta go. No matter where, I just have to go away from that environment. That's even why I was looking. My first opportunity to travel, go outside of the country was Gabon, a small country, but it was not just the go there, the game there. It was just I just want to take myself outside from that environment because it was starting to be too much toxic. Like I was close to that to give up. So that was that. And I went out there and like you asked, how was tough, bro? Just when I landed in that country, I told you my life being tough every time. Wow. When I land there, like you think like, okay, man, all the trouble you already let that there. Now it's a pro life will start. The life you see on TV, the life you dream
exactly.
Like man, go to the airport. The federation, the people of the team, president, the president, they come there,
pick you up,
they pick you up, everything is cool, set up. Man, we went there, of course, on the airport, they pick us up, everything was set up there, good.
Yeah.
And then, I will never forget that moment. The airport, we went to the restaurant. We are there, the coach come with the assistant coach of the team. So, my ex-president was there in the airport because I said the welcome and everything was cool. And then we are eating after the dinner and stuff, sit with the staff, technical staff is there sitting, only us. So my ex-president already go, the president of the team, they already say goodbye and stuff. We meet tomorrow for the first session and stuff. Okay, so we are just with the technical staff. And so we are joking and stuff. But the coach came close to me and he said, so you are the shooting guard? I said, yeah. He said, okay, but I want to tell you something. He said, I didn't want you. Right away, man. So that's the battle already started. Like, man, all the food, like I just gathered, man. My stomach was again empty. I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So he said, no, I didn't want you. I want the center, but I didn't want you. But because of the friends because even my ex-president of my team in Cameroon, he was just a friend. He was not even belong to the team. He's the president of the team was his best friend.
Okay.
So he just give advice to his friend like,
take this guy.
I know a shooting guard there. That guy is amazing. But the coach is telling me now like I have a shooting guard because in Gabon at that time was 2 foreigners. Like here in Turkey, like for the first division here, 2 foreigners allowed to play. So that time was the same in Gabon. There were 2 foreigners. So he told me we already have a South African guy who is a shooting guard there. And we just need a center. So we don't need another shooting guard. But you're already here, just to let you know. Maybe you will spend 1 week there and you will have to go back. Man, bro, like you look at me now, man. Back where?
Exactly. What do you mean by back?
What do you mean by back? No, behind me is a hole.
Exactly, there's nothing else.
There's nothing else there. First of all, as you know, where we come from is like going back.
No way, it's not possible.
It's not possible.
Going out of the country. Like, you cannot go back. And even in 1 week, bro. Like,
that's what I'm talking about. If you go back, it's like, no, you go for holiday.
Exactly.
Or you bring things.
Exactly.
Or you come here to build stuff.
You bring you bring the change.
The change.
But you haven't.
That's even that.
You haven't done anything. You go back again.
1 week, max 2 weeks. I'm go back why? Exactly. That's really tripping, man. Dang. I'm like, but in my mind, I'm talking like, go back why? But he said that's the thing was that okay, but tomorrow is the first session. So you will train because you're already here. So you will train tomorrow. But he just let I said, respectfully, I said, oh, thank you, coach.
Okay.
But my mind was what? Like I told you, I was ready. Coming from, I never stopped training, never stopped working. So, because I was always looking for an opportunity, like I told you, for US or France. So, I just said to my mind, I just want to touch the ball. Just put me there tomorrow.
Yeah, and you just say.
I will check who is the other guy who's the shooting guard. And I'm going to check him. If he's better than me, okay, I will go home and say, okay, I faced a guy there who was amazing. But we're going to see. It will be a dog fight.
Exactly.
So, next day, went there. So, to tell you, like you said, we sit on that question. Like you said, like how tough he was, man. That's exactly that. So, went back, next day, bought the bus come, pick us up. We went to the court. And at the court there, first session, it was amazing. Man, I do crazy things. I was just there because, like I say again, man, why I'm in that position, why I always, I can say, motivate to work and stuff like that. Because since I touched the ball, I don't want to say easy, things was good, but it was easy for me to learn something and be capable to produce that in the court, in the court or in the park when I was going to work. So I always understand like I really have something for that.
Yeah.
So when I went there, you know, in the practice, everything the coach was saying, I didn't need someone to translate or just, it was, because they was in the league already, the league was already started. They lost, there was already lost like 3 games or 4, like that. So they need the guys who bring the boost for the team. So they was in the last position.
Yeah.
So they already have a set of friends, everything already set up. But they was going there and I was just, you know, I just said to the coach, no, one group go and I have to pick it up, what they do. And it was easy for me. So first I started with back, the assistant coach, all the staff technical was there about it. And then I saw the guys, because I got to have that capacity to see details and pick it up. So the other guy was a shooting guard. That's my guy, you know.
Yeah.
And also he looked at me like, hey, shit, he started. So, but the thing was, he was a great shooter because the way he was shooting the ball was amazing. He was not missing. But the difference between him and me was what? I can create my shot.
Yeah.
He couldn't create his shot. For him to shoot, he need pick and roll, he need all those things.
Catch and shoot.
And catch and shoot, people have to fit him.
Yeah.
But me, I was the one who can handle the ball and I can create my own shot instead of just running behind the screen and stuff like that. So now the game starts, you know, the president and the high level of the staff come. Yeah. They want to see the 2 new guys playing. And the coach say, man, who you take on defense? Bro, come on, man. I thought it was a dog fight.
Yes, sir.
I point the guy. It's my guy. I got him on defense. Everybody's happy. You know, because now we're going to see the new guy stuff. Bro, I make the life of that guy that day. The hell, what like you say. Because with my experience, with the hustle.
That you had.
The hustle. Like I told you, like behind me is a hole. Like I'm backing to go where? So that was my shot. That's my shot.
And you
took it. And I took it, like you say. So I really developed what I was supposed to do. Everybody was happy that day. And the crazy part, I keep learning on the hard way because, like I told you again, great practice. Everybody was happy about what I did. But the next day, 2 days later, we have a game. The other shooter got playing because the coach already have like told me. No. But like I told you again, the mindset was already set up. But like I say, you know, when is a God playing? God playing, man. So we have a game, boom, they lost the game, and I was sitting on the fan place, and then they didn't have another choice because the friends and my ex-president, who was a friend of the president of the team, was putting pressure.
Put that guy.
Come on, man, just try him one game. We are in the last position, so we have nothing to lose. Just put him one game. And that was crazy. Like the next game was coming we was playing against the best team of the city. Who was second in the national ranking in the country. So we play against that team. So now the guy put me there. It's okay. He make the other guy wait. So we're gonna see. Bro, they never beat that team since that was the 3rd year.
Wow.
The team was being created. So they never even defeat that team. So man, I went there. We defeat that team, man. That day, that was the change of everything. From my little experience that I have there in that country, in Gabon. So
And now, after all these years, you know, playing in Gabon, in the league and in playing basketball, now you've decided to reconvert yourself into coaching, right? Basketball coaching. What pushed you to choose that?
Exactly, that's a good one, man. That's a good one because that's the turning of my life, man. Why? Because like I told you, went to Gabon, played there, who was tough, crazy 2nd year's captain. I will make quick those little details to answer that question and come on that and bring that answer. And that's how you will understand easily. And I was my 2nd year in the team. I come like I told you, tricky time. 2nd years, we won the city tournament, but we lost in the national. But my energy in the team, I always have that. Since when I was a junior, my uncle was a coach there. Like I told you, I was captain there. It's crazy, right? Went to the Gabon team, is another country. My 2nd year, boom, they put me captain.
You had this leadership
vibe
already.
That's exactly that. That's what I want to bring. So I already have that, right? And the leadership come with what? I was already have the communication, the help, they help someone. You know, I was always the guy like, because I studied the game by my own, like I told you, I was alone. And didn't have someone to teach me something. So when I was watching those games on TV, like I told you, I have the capacity to pick it up. Maybe because I watched too much game, that's why I built that really since when I started. So when I remember when I learned how to make layup left hand, no one teach me how to make a layup left hand because I'm a righty guy. I remember Scottie Pippen, his left hand was so nice. I have some picture was on my hall in my room. And I was looking how he put his legs in the hand was finishing. And I was like, when I'm going to the park, I have to try that every single time. So when I was in the team, since junior, I was always help the guys. Like when the coach was putting drills, finish left and stuff. For me, I was just doing normal. So I was helping the young guys behind. That's how first junior they put me captain. Defense, the same thing. I like Michael Jordan so deep that he was the position on defense. His hand was, even when you look at the picture of Michael Jordan, he was a great defender. Great. Always first top 5 in the defense in NBA. Years and years. So those things was impacting me. The shooting mechanic. I remember at that time I was so skinny that my idol at that time was Reggie Miller. Because he was also skinny. I like Michael Jordan, but I've been through with myself. Like, and that's the way I give to the kids. You are short guy, you want to go wash, and like Shaquille O'Neal, you can like him, but don't wash him. Don't wash him too much. That's it. So for me, it was Reggie Miller because he was skinny and shooting. So I was like, oh, I see. So that's how I developed also my shot. So those little things, when the coach was saying mechanic, shadowing, I was already there to help the guy because washing Reggie Miller, I need to wash carefully his mechanic shadow stuff. And that's how when I went to the Gabon, my second year's captain. Why? Because it was a young team. I was one of the old guy in the team, plus the center that we have. So we was kind of old. The team was really young. They was coming from the junior in the country just to build something. So I have a voice there. And I was the best player, so it was easy for me to give advice to the young guys. And the coach saw that. So that's how the coach sometimes was giving me, that responsibility. Like, okay, no.
Teach them this
one. For example, he gave me just the responsibility and the right to correct some stuff. Without, because there was some coach, they say, oh, come on, you want to do my job?
Exactly.
Or, so when I was stand to talk to one kid about something that the coach was saying, it was easy. The communication was easy there. Then the coach would say to the kids, because it's always like that, a former player, when another player will tell you something, it's easy to grab than when the coach tell you that. So, now I do the conversion because I used to turn Turkey and I went to Tunisia, all that experience that I have, Tunisia, Morocco, that I played there. When I turned around those countries and stuff like that, I decided to come in Europe, and the country that I choose, like in Turkey, I decided like, okay, I want to move, I want to go. I want to go where the game is a high level, really. Because like I told you again, the love, the dream that I have, I never see myself just like in Africa. Of course, Africa is the foundation, everything is there. The source, the real resource is there. But man, when you want to bring that to the next level,
you have to see.
You got to understand like. This one, no, I need to push. I need to go challenge the big guys and the high level system and stuff. So that's how I always see myself like that. So at that time, it was in 2015, the beginning of 2015. So I was like, okay, time for me to move. I was really good. Like, I told you I was playing, coming from Tunisia, Morocco. I was really good. Good salary, I was good. But like you asked again, what made me turn? Because when I decided to come, first I was 30, and at home, I told you again, home means what? Where we come from in Africa. When you start to turn like 28, 29, 30, at that time, you are old.
Already.
You are old already. You hear that
your
too
life
much.
is finished.
Your life, sport life is finished.
Finished.
What about the convention? Then you have to start thinking like, what are you going to do after that? And for me, it was, as a player, when someone be a player of that, we are just focus and care about the training, the process, just how to get better. Then it's difficult for you to slow down
and
sometimes and think about like, what I'm going to do, after all those things start. So I remember the moment I have to move again, I went to talk with my coach. That's more like I tell you now, you listen, that's the second one. When I always need to have a deep decision to take, I was not going through my parents and stuff because I already know the answer. You know what? Just come back here.
Just come in.
But so I also go to my coach because I was always have a good relationship
with them.
With them, with all my coaches. So I went to the coach that I have at that time And I asked him the same, like, I don't know, I decide to go, bro. But I'm 30 and, I'm not sure I will maybe have 2 years, maybe if I have max 2. But I don't know. I really don't know because he was like a good friend for me. That coach, peace for him, so he passed away.
Oh.
Yeah. And I asked him that he look at me and say, I'm sure like if you decide to stop basketball, you will become one of the great coach. He told me that deeply. And I keep it until now. Every time things go hard, even in the training, I always remember his word. And he told me, no, you will be one of the great. He didn't say good coach. He said one of the great ones. And that was so deep, the word he used for that, really. And because I'm so crazy about details, like every word someone say, I always try to understand the meanings of that. So when he said great coach, I was like, yeah. And he told me, it's simple. Sometimes I was sick, he was taking care of the team.
Yeah.
You was even doing better drills by your own, because that's what was telling me. And I think if you really jump on the seminary, and by the way, that's how he told me, by the way, a seminary, you have one seminary, international seminary, will be made like in 1 week. If you want, I can put your name there.
And then you just...
And then you go from there, you see if you like it.
Go, yeah.
That's how I went to the seminary, coaching seminary in Gabao there. Because also, my girlfriend was there at that time. Mm-hmm. She was pregnant, so I had to stop there. Because the country was already like my second country. So I have to stop there to say goodbye and try to see how things work with her because we was together. So that's how he told me that. The coach told me, they said, oh, you can stay and see. Those are how I started the seminary. And that was like we talk, as a hustle guy, you understand. It's like when you want to go to battle, man. When you're a real soldier, we talk about soldier. You don't go only with one weapon.
Definitely.
You try to be armed. Like you got a gun, you got a bazooka, you got a grenade.
Everything
you can get, you get. So that's what I did because I was like, okay, I'm going to battle. I know no one where I'm going, I know nothing where I'm going, but I just believe on something like something is calling me there. Like I have to go. So that's how.
And from this point, I think that's something important also to add in the young generation coming up. I don't know if it would have been different if you thought about the end from the very beginning or when the end is coming close, is getting close. Maybe, I don't know, but the thing is to have it in mind. I think it's very important because, going on, we tend to think that life will never stop. We will just play all our lives, as you said before. Like they forget that no, you're not getting younger, you're getting older.
Of course.
So you have to think about the next step.
That's the things. But the crazy part is what like you just said, you have to think about the next step. But by thinking about it, that's the mistake also some people do. They think about it, but they're thinking about the moment where they are that moment.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. But what did I learn also with that experience and all those things? When the coach told me that word, like I told you again, because I have a lot of conversation, different with myself, like I told you I was alone, I went back. So, and that's the advice I give to the young guys now. Like, even you push, when you slow down and you decide to do something else, like to the reconversion about things, look back. Your memories. Like, what really you like? What was your first dream? What you really love? Like, and those things you will remember. Like, everything you go back, you will see you was doing some stuff without forcing yourself.
Oh,
that's
okay.
Where
now for you were teaching without forcing.
Thank you.
Okay, I see.
when he made me go back, I went back from my memory, and I was like, in junior, I was showing those guys those moves without forcing. It was just coming naturally. You understand?
Yeah.
I learned the game by my own. No one teach me something. Like I told you again. The only coach that until now I say who teach me things is my uncle. The discipline, the dedication. Until now, the discipline I have come from him. The thing, but knowing the game, understanding the game, skills, drills, even. I learned by my own, by watching the game, by looking pictures. That's how I learned the game. So when he told me that, I went back. When I was coming every time, like, man, because it was just natural for me. So to go back to what you just said now, when someone, and that's the advice I give to young guys, when you want to, you have a doubt exactly, or because it happened to everybody. In one point in your life, you see nothing.
Yeah.
You really see nothing from,
Mm.
and that's it's scary part.
Yeah.
It's really scary because I've been there, but just close your eyes. No one day, but every time you have that opportunity to go back from it to your memories,
Yeah.
you will see, because we have that. It's natural. Just we skip those moments
Mm.
because, like we were saying in the beginning, we cut off our advice and
Yeah.
people say,
Right.
and cut off from the moment also.
Mm.
I need to make money quick.
Yeah.
So we don't care about the love, the real love.
Yeah.
The real love, there's something you do without forcing. Something you do with real love.
Yeah, real love.
Because as you know, if you do something with real love,
Mm-hmm.
the money will come.
Exactly.
Because money always come. Money always come. But if you put love on it, because the love will make like you will do that every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you will just keep pushing yourself to the limit because you love it. So you are like, okay, what's going on if I'm just the love make you improve.
Yeah. Just
the
go
love
again.
make you improve.
Yeah.
So that's how I did. And from there, when I went to the seminary, like I told you again, for me, even I remember the instructor, it was a Serbian, whole Serbian instructor was there. He was in love with me.
Oh.
My mindset, because everything he was saying, I was just picking up quick.
Yeah.
But I never did coaching, but just what he was teaching there to become a coach and stuff like that, for me, it was just like crazy coming.
Man, yeah.
It was just crazy coming, you know. When I decide now that reconversion, coming here where he was tough, because I come here first to look for the team and stuff. I find a team, but still it's crazy how when I find the team, same thing. My life just switched to the coaching.
Directly.
Directly, naturally.
So it was not forced anymore. It was not
forcing.
It was already there.
It
Like
was already
you will
there.
do this.
You will do this.
No matter what.
You
can run away.
You can run away.
You will come back.
God plan is God plan, bro.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. When you believe on those things and you really keep moving, you know, on the right direction, you know, life will show you stuff. And if you are crazy about details, and you, even if you're not crazy about details, but if you just pay attention sometimes, you will understand, like, yeah, I was made to be there. Because that's what happened for me when I came here. Like I told you, I was in the team, boom, things happened. They told me, no, this year we can make with the foreigners, only national players have to play. And I was like, okay. The president of the team told me, but you know, we have academy. Then to waste of time, you can start there.
Yeah.
And like I told you again, when I came here, I was 30. So in my mind, the mind South African one, we are old. I was like, why not take that opportunity?
Yeah.
I always like doing that. And I said to the guy, hey, by the way, I have my certificate, coach, like I told you, because I was coming with different weapons.
Wow.
Exactly.
You were ready.
I was ready. So that's why he told me, like, oh, you have a coaching license? Oh, shit, that's it. I said, oh, yeah, I have it. He said, oh, shit. Yeah. So that's why directly I started coaching with the kids. And then when I started working with the kids there, the love was there. Like I told you again, I just started when I was young. So for me, it was natural to just keep giving knowledge to the young guy. But in my mind, I was like, I want to still play because my body was still ready for that.
Yeah.
But I was just in love to on the free time
just
to coach to help the kids.
Okay. And also you've written a book, by the way.
Yeah.
Everyone can check online.
Go check that one, guys.
Yeah. How to master your game and your nutrition.
Exactly.
Wow.
That's it. Hard work life easy book.
Yeah, hard work life easy.
Hard work life easy book. You have to go get yours.
So what inspired you to write this book actually? Like, what is it about?
Exactly. You know, thank you, because I wanna, you know, when I was first little story, when I was writing that book and when I choose the cover, people was saying, you know, I saw a couple of people and was telling me like, no, why you don't put more color?
Yeah,
the color on it. But I want to let that gray like that because the gray for me, that's also I don't like too much gray. The gray color, I don't like it.
Yeah.
But gray represent hard moment, toughness.
Oh, okay.
In life, when you see when the weather turns gray is what? Winter.
Yeah. That's
winter.
a bad
Thank you, man.
weather for
and
me.
you know where we come from.
Yeah. There's no
It's
such
sunny, man.
Bro, we like sun.
We got sun, bro. We don't know those winter.
Yeah.
So when the winter come, it's great.
Yeah.
So I choose that picture of the color because those tough moments. The color of the color is great because the tough moment, you know. And I put myself there because also people was saying like, oh man, a little bit like narcissistic, blah blah. I don't know, but I choose that also to put myself like that is always, you know, represent the ground. You know, see where I come. Like the tough moment, the ground, and and that's it. And that's it was just to give that little turn for the cover. But why the book? Same thing. It's the first one. The second one I started writing is already on the way. But my first one, because of the little story, like you said, the little story that I have to. I was just like, you know, maybe I need to put that. I need to write it. I need to write it. I need to write my story a little bit. Of course, this book don't really exactly say exactly when I start. How I start, the difficulties that we was talking about, my family and stuff. But it's not so deep in, because the book, first one be made for the more different programs. I just decided to make that one for like a small Bible, like, you know, just like something you have in your pocket, who can help you for trainings. And I want that to be small like that, like you can just put it in your book bag for training or even quick reading, because I don't want something big, because it's crazy how you was talking like, and that's what, you know, when my family knew like you know, I got a book. This guy quit the school.
Exactly.
How
now
come?
He's writing books.
He's writing books.
Like how is it possible?
How is it possible? You know, same thing, because like I was telling you, I like pictures. I like reading, but the thing I like reading was what? It was basketball. For basketball, but also in the book you will find a lot of, you know, every page have a pictures and stuff. Because like I was saying, the pictures, for example, was talking to me. You know, I in my room, I couldn't talk with someone. Pictures was answer to me. So I decided to put pictures in every single page, almost because by the picture, I want kids and people to understand details of the position. Every picture means something. It's not just the picture over there, because that's my vision. That's how I learn the game. That's what I want to give. And different program there, all the program that I use. Ball handling, shooting program, whatever skills, different skills and stuff like that is there. So I just made the book just first to put in solid the knowledge that I have a little bit. The second one will be more deep about exactly what we talked since the beginning. Like where did I start, how did I start, how it was wrong, how it was hard to sacrifice, and my life here, the turning point. We are now in that point, coaching turning point. That's the second book talk more about.
So now, we talked about the basketball aspect of your reconversion. Now talking about your lifestyle, your social life, because, you know, I know that when you're an athlete, you have a different mindset, different vision. Different routines, different lifestyle. But now when you turn back to the coaching, the normal life, it's different. So what were the shifts that you had to do, or the adaptations that you had to do?
It was
because
tough.
Also you have a girlfriend, you have a kid, you had certainly many things that you had to look. And you know why? Because, you know, many players, or at least some of them, or most of them, let's say, it's hard for them to switch, to change that word.
It's very hard.
As for example, I've watched the podcast of Thierry Henry with Stephen Bartlett. He was talking about this aspect of the athlete dies when he finishes his career. And now you find yourself lost. Like, what is the next move? Where am I?
Thank you.
Because you're not anymore competing. Now you're just having feelings. You have to deal with the self that you ignored or, you know, hidden in the past. Now you have to bring it back and face it. So how was it for you?
Yes, that's deep, man. Like you say, it will help a lot of guys, hopefully. But the thing is what? For me, it was not, you know, it was not so hard for me. When I say me, is if I take away people like things around me, only me. Because I got to everything start always with the person, me.
Exactly.
Why it was not so hard? Because it just come naturally. You know, the shift come, like I was still in the game. So I was like, okay, in the part-time, I started doing that. And because I was already doing that when I was young, so the love was there. And by doing that, I was like, okay, the same mindset was there. And that advice I give to the people, that's when we talk about the love. No matter how, when you, the moment of those moments come, that middle point, like the shift together, I give advice to find what you love since you was young.
Yeah.
If you love to clean street,
Go and do that.
go clean street. You will be the best one with that, and you can build empire of cleaning street, and you will become whatever you want, famous or whatever how you want to call it.
Yeah.
But because if you don't find the love, that's where you get lost. Because those moments come always with what? Those moments come when the pressure starts. Your lifestyle put pressure on you.
Yeah.
You have to pay bills. As a player, you know it's a lot of money. You touch a lot of money. Your lifestyle is different.
You don't care
You are
about
not
that.
like a common normal person.
Yeah.
So the shift is different, and now you already have people that you drive with. That means you have wife, you have girlfriend, like you were saying, or you have kids, family depend on you.
Yeah.
So pressure is high, and now you don't make the same amount of money. Who is coming every month, every week, easily. Now you gotta go hustle. You gotta go. So some of them, just in the little term, some of them get caught up there because of the money.
Yeah.
I need to make money quick. I need to feed people behind.
Yeah.
More if you didn't care about how to save, good saving or invest somewhere.
Yeah.
Even if you invest, like I was saying, it depends just about your life standing.
Exactly.
You can invest, but the bills and everything just
so high.
that doesn't stop. Every day things go. So now they get caught up there because now you have to make money, and then they start jumping between those little jobs, little things, and they look themselves like, man, I was at that level. How can I get do this? I can't do that. So now you have if you have bad luck and you have bad environment, bad people around you, bad friends and stuff. Some start drinking, smoking, blah blah blah.
Addiction.
And at home, maybe you have a wife also who can support you, who was also caught up at that lifestyle.
Yeah.
And she didn't know, because also it's not only you have to switch.
Yeah, her also.
Her also have to switch, and she have to help you even more to switch. That process, because it's a long process. And I learned that from a guy, Kobe Bryant, peace to him, the legend. I learned that because when you look at a guy like him who was making million money, man, but he tried different things, and he said that.
Yeah.
He said he find the real love again when he started coaching the team of his daughter.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? He said he was doing different things because he invests everywhere. Yeah. He said he never have the love to go into the office and stuff. Just, man, like when he started coaching the team, because now he was still sleeping late at night, working on the game, like study
the game,
how to make those team, my little team, my daughter get better. How by himself, making himself get better. So to go back now, like you were saying, for me, like I said, it was a little bit easy. Like I say, why? Because I was still in the game and I was keep staying in shape. And my mindset always been, because everything is about the mindset, like we say, my mindset always, because I have a tough mindset, like I told you, always been, if I need to do something, I need to do the best. And I need to be the best, I need to do the best of my ability.
Exactly.
So when the switch come, I was, okay, now it's a coaching, right? Okay, let's be the best coaching. Let's be the best coach. No matter what you're going to do, let's do the best coach. And advice I give to the young guys is what? When you decide to do something, put yourself, that's what I did when I was player. Like I told you in the team where a lot of good players was there. Put yourself down. Be fair with yourself. And I said to myself, okay, I need to watch the best coaches in the world. I went, everything everywhere, YouTube, Instagram. I went to YouTube there, click best trainer.
And you see them all.
And I see them all. Was that they do unbelievable things. Bro, they was doing things like even me as a pro player, I was not doing. Bro.
You're like, man, did I miss this one?
Thank you. that was that. Did I miss this one? That was exactly that. I was like, did I miss something here? The guy throw the tennis ball, he make bam, 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 he crashed the tennis ball. He throw the cone, 2 balls. And you remember at home, man. Only one team sometimes have like 2 balls.
2 balls, bro. And the ball is.
And the ball like, have a man, the heads, like you say everywhere, bro. So you see the guy like throw them a tennis ball, take 2 balls dribbling. I'm like, those guys just trainers.
Exactly, not players.
No players, trainers.
Wow.
And I miss something.
Yeah.
I miss something. And what happened? In the beginning, I tell you what, I'm deep in love with the game since 11. Because when my love of the game pushed me now to learn again the game. So I was like, I don't know shit.
Yeah, you need to go back against
I need
the
to go
basics.
back from the basics.
Yeah.
So I understood that I put myself down because the love of that. I say, no, I want to be better. Now my challenge was not to be player again.
Yeah.
My challenge now was the new life that I started. I need to be the best on that. And to be the best on that, I just have to do the same process like I did when I was a player. Let's go back from the base. Let's go back from zero. And let's learn how to become the best trainer.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different mindset, different things. That was on the game and player perspective, right?
Yeah.
But now you ask the second team, like you was talking, it was about life.
Yeah.
That means the girlfriend around and the family, kids.
Family, yeah.
So now at that point also, I got a girlfriend here, you know. So it was difficult. It's difficult when you decide to do those things because your mindset go back as a hustler guy.
Yeah.
When her mindset was like, oh, okay, it's done. You don't play anymore, so we got a more free time.
For ourselves and
for herself to turn around. But my mind was like, no, I still have to be the best on this one. So the same time I was
driving.
I'm still driving.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. The drive never stops.
Yeah.
With the love you have, the drive will never stop.
Yeah.
But now, the middle point, that's also where we get caught up. Is because I learned that also at those moments, because we never keeps learning when you want to learn. Like, you have now to understand the person also close to you.
Yeah.
Like, understand her mindset. Her mindset was like, you don't play anymore. So I need attention.
Yeah, I need my time now.
I need my time now.
It's mine now.
It's mine now.
You have done yours, now it's mine.
It's mine. But I didn't switch completely yet.
Yeah.
I switched me.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'm not playing anymore.
Yeah.
I'm falling in love. And more you fall in love with a new thing, it's like a new toy.
Yeah, exactly.
Every day you are excited to go there, develop those new things because
Yeah.
it was really hard to go to those crazy things. Like I was saying, tennis ball.
Yeah.
So every day I need to be on the court, figure out how that works. But for her, it was like, oh, you don't have time for me, no attention. So I recognized like, I was fucked up a little bit more at that time. You know, it was a hard time for her. But like I was saying, you need to have also someone who have that mindset, the girl who can understand
where you're coming from.
Where you're coming from and what you are looking now
and
how she can support you. But in the young generation we live now, in the world we live now, people are less patient. People are not patient, you know.
And I guess maybe if that's the point of was it about only the drive or was it also the finances that you were trying to solve?
Yeah. For me, that's a good question, man. But for me, the financial never be a main point. Really. Since we talk now, did we talk about money or something?
No.
Salary? No, because, and of course we didn't have that topic, especially money.
Yeah.
But it's just to make you understand, everything I start doing, money was not the main point for me. I always know money will come. It's crazy. Really, I always know money will come in one point. I just need to be good on what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just need to be good. That's it. Be great on what I'm doing. Not even good, great on what I'm doing. So the finance part was the pressure of the finance part, like we talk, you know, pay bills, all those things and stuff, lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because my girl at that time, she was like, man, even me, I like high level lifestyle. Everybody, I don't know, like it. If someone say you don't like it, I don't know. I don't want to say it's a liar, but man, everybody want to be good, man.
Yeah.
So we have to keep that lifestyle there. So of course the money count.
Yeah.
But because the love of the game, the love of the process, that I was on that was the point. So it was not even like too much like the money stuff. I just find the way like, okay, if I have the basics, like the money I can eat, I can pay my rent a little bit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, I just have to get better at what I'm doing. And then from there, I can make more money will come.
So now this has been hard on your relationship then?
Yeah, that was really hard on my relationship. It was hard, of course, she support. Now I can say really thank you for all those girls, because the two girls who really suffer with me, and those moments was my baby mom.
Yeah.
It was tougher because I was still playing.
Yeah.
And my mindset, man, she really support me. She support because I was in the bad mood most of the time.
Yeah.
You know,
Because of games and
losing,
Yeah.
focus on the next one,
Yeah,
focus on practice. And I was the captain of the team.
Yeah,
And
the
I have to travel and start
responsibilities.
responsibility. And she was taking care of that. And even that, she was putting me always first
Oh,
on everything.
yeah.
Even before her, she was putting me always there, trying to set up everything for me to be good and stuff like that. Handle the mama mindset always encourage me, try
Yeah.
to motivate me to do more and stuff. And my second was my ex-wife. When I came here, we went here together. Not together, but we went here at the same times.
Yeah.
So we met. It was tough for her too because at that moment I was on the switch.
Yeah, the coaching.
Exactly. And her, even she was away. My baby mama, this, she was playing basketball. She knew.
Yeah,
So
how it is.
how it is.
Okay.
And she come from basketball family.
Yeah.
So also for her, it was kind of really easy to understand
Okay.
myself. But my ex-wife, when we was first girlfriend and boyfriend, like at that time when I switched for the coach, it was tough for her because she was completely away from sport, from
Yeah.
basketball. No sport, but basketball. She likes sport, but basketball she didn't
Not-
know nothing
no,
about.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
because she's American, she just know like okay, basketball is good, it's fun, but she don't know.
Yeah.
And so when for me I was going to practice or try to go to when she won, we have fun and stuff because
Yeah.
I'm not playing anymore. That was tough for her.
Mm.
But also she really handled good.
Yeah.
I understand her, she want more attention
Yeah.
at that time, but the communication we have was difficult. Why?
Mm.
Because I was not mature enough at that moment to understand her mindset.
Mindset, yeah.
When her, also she was not mature enough
To
to
understand.
try to understand, you know,
Yeah,
no, I
yeah.
didn't want her to understand completely, but they just try to
Yeah.
understand like,
Or try to
and I
be
don't blame,
patient. a
that's
bit.
even the word, patient a bit.
Yeah.
But I can't blame her because she didn't know the word.
Yeah. She actually the thing is
Yeah.
the thing it reminds me of something that Kobe said once was like the kids don't care about what
Thank
you're
you.
what you're
That's
about.
exactly
They just
that.
need you.
They need you,
need
and they need
their
you
time.
100%.
All that. That's it.
That's
so it's
it.
the same for people also around us.
That
like,
was exactly that.
they don't care
Thank you.
about what we are outside, and when you come back home or when she needs it,
You need
You
to
need
give
to
it.
deliver.
You need to deliver.
You
That
need to
was it.
provide. You need to be
provide.
there.
You need to be there.
so that's the thing.
And that was the thing. She was not asking about money.
Mm.
That's a good part with her. Never, but we never have a money problem and stuff. She was also, she's still living. She's a hustler.
Mm.
You know, the only one thing was what attention, like you just said now, and that's what like a kid.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
a legend Kobe. That was that.
Yeah.
Like when you come back home, you know inside you like I just have 30% energy.
Exactly, but you have to give.
But
I don't know
when
where
they see you,
They just want the 100.
they
don't-
100.
They
Bro.
don't care about
No,
you.
no, 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 no.
So-
Don't even try to prove
Exactly.
it. And like Kobe said, like you just said now, because it will not be fair
Yeah, for them.
for them to see 30.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
When do you give 100?
100 there. Yeah, exactly.
And that's your people, that's
Mm.
your family. And
Yeah.
that's where I was coming. You know, that's where I didn't have that maturity to give more than
Then,
the 30
yeah,
I was
yeah,
giving.
yeah.
When I was coming home, I was coming with 30.
Yeah.
You know, I was coming with 30. And plus that energy that she have was already like, he just come here every day, keep 30.
Yeah.
That's how we was going there.
Fine, yeah, fine.
So we was kind of that challenge was
Mm.
there.
So and that led you to sadly a divorce.
Yeah, we get married, you know, and it was good. Everything was cool. My boy came here, my son, that I have now here is tough. It's not easy. Even for him also, it's the same thing like we talk about the sacrifice, like the family, everything is not easy because those two people, it was really tough for them. Really tough. Until now, my son is still tough for him because he embraced my lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, he embraced my lifestyle. It's not easy. But we got married. We love each other. You know, we love each other. Until now, we keep the good conversation, good connection. We talk good. We just, like I say again, we couldn't go through the real marriage. To go back on that.
Yeah.
That advice I would give to the guy, young people, even old, it's not about because that things don't have age.
Yeah.
The thing we call love, marriage, don't
Yeah.
have age. The first thing I want to say, people confuse sometimes. You know, they think you married because the love.
Yeah.
No. You don't marry because the love. No, you get married because the vision,
Yeah.
because the work that you
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Each other.
Yeah.
The love is in the high school. You love the girl. The love is there.
Yeah.
The love is there. The love is something like you love. I love ball.
Yeah.
The love is there. The parents love us. It's a different love, but that's love. You know, the love is there. But when you decide to marry someone, that's what I learned. I learned that, like I told you, after my divorce and after all those things, like I told you, I keep learning. You, in the beginning, was talking about the position I have now.
Yeah.
No regret. Why?
Yeah.
Because I learned.
Yeah.
The regret come when you stop learning,
Yeah.
or when you don't want to learn. So I learned. So that was that. We didn't do the work. Me especially, and her too. We didn't do the work because, bro, the work that we say you go work, man, the hard work, believe me, is to work on your relationship, girlfriend,
Marriage and all that.
kids, family.
Yeah.
That's the hard work. You see how I say hard, bro? Nothing.
The intensity.
No, the intensity. Believe me, guys, nothing is harder than that. In the world we live here, nothing is harder than that.
Wow.
Because that work, you got to make sacrifice. You got to make concession, understanding. Understand it's not about you. It's about the person in front of you. Understand that. Understand love. Because people don't understand love. Understand the meaning of love.
Wow.
Because when you understand the meaning of love, you understand love have a limit.
Exactly.
What take the control after that? That's the question.
Exactly.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like I always tell the people, like it's like a ball. Like we talk about ball now. You love the game as a lover, as a fan. And someone love the game as a player.
Yeah.
But those two people love the game the same.
The same, yeah.
You see fans crying for the game.
Exactly.
It's a fan. And you cry because you lose a game as a player. But the love is there. You will never say like I love the game more than you. No. The difference between that is what? One, keep trying to understand the why.
Yeah. And he keeps working.
That's what I'm saying. Because he understands the why.
Yeah.
That's why he keep pushing.
Yeah.
The other one, he drop it after the game is finished.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what
and that's a good point to add to this marriage thing is I think for me marriage starts with a decision to go for it, because as you say, love has fluctuations. Today you can love someone so much, tomorrow you hate a person. Like
that's a human being.
But that's the thing, and we change humans.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I say, human being.
Exactly.
We get bored quick.
Exactly. And now the thing is, as you said, why you remember why and what was your decision. Like I said, I want this person. It means I'm aware that that person has good and bad.
Because you did what? Work.
Yeah.
Because you worked before that decision.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. That's where we don't do it.
Yeah. Definitely. And also it comes to the fact that we don't take the time to get to know each other.
That's what I'm saying.
To know ourselves. Like
that's what I'm saying. We had to work.
Yeah.
But the work that I did was what? I work on me since 11.
Yeah.
Do you understand that, right?
Yeah.
I work on me so deep, like
I
didn't want to work. I didn't want to work the other
exactly.
person. The only work I was doing
hide it.
That's it. That's it. And her also, she worked on herself, because I believe everybody work on himself. But can you work on the other person?
Yeah.
That's like you just say now. To understand, did we have to take that decision? Did I have to take that decision?
Yeah.
To go to the married point? Did you make it work? Did you make your homework? Because that's my homework. Because when we say work, people don't understand that. Did you make the homework?
Yeah.
And people now, we live now in 2024.
Yeah.
People don't make, that's why you have a lot of divorce. More divorce than the whole time.
Yeah. And you know, it became so easy today because everyone thinks that, for example, you may not have done the work before, right? But now that you are aware of the work that needs to be done, you still can do the work. Even though it will be hard on the other person, but she will understand as well, because she will see the change over time.
Thank you.
But when you do the work, you get there. And people now see the work as, no, I don't need it. This is where I mentioned the fact of self-love nowadays that people talk about, but they don't understand what it is.
That's it.
Because self-love is not just eliminating everyone around you.
No.
Giving up of something that is valuable for you to say, I'm going to work on myself.
No.
Like, this is still narcissism, sort of.
Thank you.
Or it's still a sort of selfishness.
Of course.
Because you don't understand the value or the level at which you are right now.
That's it.
Because the person, for example, you are in a marriage or relationship, the person brought out the missing part of you
Yes.
that you need to work on.
On it. That's it.
Don't run away from that.
That's exactly.
Face it, because that person is
the one word that we were saying.
exactly, that person is the best thing that could ever happen to you at that moment,
At
because
that moment.
he brought out what you had to work on
it. That's
to make you a better person.
Better person.
And people forget that in relationship, it's to better the other.
That's exactly that. That's what I was talking about, the work we gotta do.
You don't have to stay this at the same level or go down.
No.
You have to lift
You
up.
have to understand, first two people, you are not there to go down.
Yeah.
Only if you make that one work
Exactly.
and you understood in the end of those operations, the solution is like, I will go down.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
But when you make a real work, like you just said now, you understand, Brian, that person just have tried to bring the best of me.
Yeah, yeah.
But you will never understand that if you are caught up on yourself.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
every time it's just me. You will never understand that because, like you say, it's a point of, it's like narcissism or more selfishness. But the real selfishness is to bring what you have in the service of the other person.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Because the beautiful, the what you will take back is only you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You will understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I
The
feel you.
beauty of that, you will feel
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
the best
that's-
selfish things. Like you are like, oh man, it's
Yeah, it's like gratitude and
that's it.
happiness of helping the other person. This is kind of selfish as well, because you help because you know that this will
Oh my God, the beauty, how you feel. It's like when you give someone gift, right?
Yeah,
someone that you love.
Yeah.
The gift that you give now is the smile.
Yeah, the thank you.
The thank you. That
that's behind it.
inside you.
Yeah.
It's only you know how you
you feel,
No
yeah.
one around. That's selfish part
Yeah,
of that.
yeah,
And that's like I was saying, when you make the work, like we was talking about working, when you make that homework, now you start to understand, man, I need to take away myself. I need to study that person.
Yeah.
What that person like. What that person don't like.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you listen to you, what you like and what you don't like.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do we have the same vision? How would that person vision? Because that's where everything is. The vision. You know, like you were saying, people don't want to face those things because we caught up on the love.
Yeah, exactly. The lust, let's say.
That's what we lost. And that's why, like I told you again, we have a more divorce now because the difficulty we face, life just made by challenging.
Yeah, exactly.
We grow, we evolve because challenge.
Yeah, exactly.
Without challenge, human being die. We don't have it. Because it's a challenge who drive you to wake up every day.
Yeah, to go again.
And go again. So it's the same thing in a relationship. No matter how love you have with someone, no matter how good or everything is good, the challenge will come. And when those challenges come, what makes you stand, both of you, to face those challenges? Is the warm work that you did, like, okay, I have to learn how to say excuse me.
Yeah.
Even if it's not my fault. I have to learn how to put my guard down.
And just let the other person.
And how you put your guard down? Because the vision both of you have. Because when those hard times come, that's the vision. The vision that both of you have set up is what we're going to make those things stand.
Yeah, stand.
Because the love will start to go away. Like, because you see that person every day. I see you every day. You know what that person will do. You get bored. It's like you eat the same food, the routine. It's like you eat food every time. It's the same food. You don't want that. You want to try something. And that's why people like cheating and that.
Exactly.
Because you want to try something. But what makes two people stay longer? Because of the vision. And the vision is there because the vision bring what? Communication. Because you already have the same vision. The communication will be there easily. Even those
fight
will come because of your vision and the communication that you start building. That's those things will make like, okay, you will come back on that communication. It's like, you know what? You put your guard down and you understand like, oh man, okay. But it's a both have to do that work. And the one more come with what? Because you can be the one who do that work. And the other one, for example, try to do the work because different reason. But you will understand that because in one point the nature of the person always come back. So no matter how that person try to hide, and you make effort and effort and effort, in one point something in life will make you understand like, man, that's the point. So to go back to the divorce, I divorced because I believe on that. I don't know how she feel, but for me, I didn't do the work that I was supposed to do deeply, you know.
And knowing our roots, for example, where we come from, you know, I guess you didn't have in mind that this thing could happen to you, right? Like
That was that.
talking, like we don't have this thing of divorce in our culture mostly. Like,
Yeah.
for example, when we come from Africa, we have this easiness in relationships there that when we come to Europe or elsewhere, we don't have it. It's not part of the equation in our minds. And when it happens, it's just like a punch, a sort of explosion.
Exactly. And I want to tell you why it's happened like that. You know why?
Yeah.
Because when you come out from your country already, you become like a soldier. How is a soldier? He go where? Mission.
Yeah.
We are in mission.
Huh.
So the mission you have make you be always, like,
Alert, like,
and alert.
Yes.
Like you just said now.
yeah.
So when those moments come, like you just said now, like
Boom.
it's like a point because your mindset, unconsciously mindset, even if you say I love that person, we're gonna do it, you didn't close the first door who make you come here.
Yeah.
That window or door, whatever you call it, is still there. Like your mission is still
Yeah.
in green.
Yeah.
It's still in green.
Yeah.
So your mindset is still there. So now, if that mindset is still there, the confidence you want to give to the other person, the work that you have to do, that confidence, when we talk about confidence, we talk about trust.
Yeah, trust.
That trust is 100%
Yeah.
there, right?
Yeah.
So you don't do the work,
And
and if you don't do the work,
well,
the green light of your
Yeah.
mission still
open.
open.
Yeah.
Now the trust is not there, and nothing is bad than when
Yeah.
two people don't trust each other.
Each other. Yeah.
Because you will put outside those energy.
Yeah.
We don't realize that, like we always like positive vibes, negative vibes.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. Like the other person, even when that other person want to make a more step forward,
Yeah.
that energy that you put back, some sign that
yeah,
you
yeah.
don't see, that person pay attention to that. And you see like,
This is not.
that person is still like act like mission.
I understand.
That's it. And that's why you to go back what you said. People like we come from outside, like we are foreigner, come there and where you come from, that place or where you come from,
bro,
that
it's
mission
different,
mindset is still.
Yeah.
You have to close that. You
So
gotta close that.
how did you feel when it happened? When
Yeah,
that
it was
moment?
it was a big punch, like you say. Why it was a big punch? That's where I learned. Love is not everything, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy how when we got divorced, we the next day we were sitting in the restaurant. Can you imagine? It's crazy, right?
Wow.
Two people just get divorced, and that day we was divorced, it was like little anger was there, like bad look, But it's crazy how the next day, like at night, little text, how you doing? Good, really sorry about what happened and stuff. And the next day, we invite each other for a date. We was in the restaurant talking about the divorce. It's a life. Because in the end of the day, like I was telling you also, that was also good. We was good friends. She saw me in my beginning of my hustle here, and also I saw her hustle there, here in the beginning. So we was good friends in the end. But what make us go to the next day again sitting? Because the love.
Yeah.
The love we always make, you will meet that person, and the click is there. Every time, it's like we talk about, you can take 10 years, you don't touch the board or something.
Yeah.
The day you touch it,
It's still there again. Yeah, I get it.
man. So that's the thing. So I feel like it was a punch. It was a deep punch. I learned that mental issue.
Yeah, are real.
Are really exist. I learned that. I learned that. Yes.
Depression.
Because that's even the word I was looking. Thank you. I learned that depression exists. Because where we come from, we parents, ancestors, the country, like when you talk about depression, they say you are weak.
Yeah. This for white
More
people.
as a black people.
This for
They say
white.
for white people, but we don't know like more black people in northern Africa. We have done a lot.
But we don't even know what it is.
That's what it is. That's it. We don't know what it is because anytime you try to do like you weak,
Yes.
or you act like a girl,
Yeah.
but the girl are more stronger than us. That's a crazy part.
Yeah.
So that's how we grow. That's the thing. So we try to hide that, and sometimes it go deep on some people. They get lost.
Yeah.
They never go back. They lost everything. But you have to. So I went there. I've been there, And the good part was that punch he took me. I was lucky first because my son was with me.
Yeah.
First
Oh
thing,
yeah.
my son was with me. Second part, a good friend, who you are, was there.
Yeah,
Yeah, every time when I need, even just talk with someone, he was there, listen.
Yeah.
You know, I was, because I remember even at that time I was talking, sometimes I lost myself, I was talking, but you never told them when you talk to me, or you talk about, no, you were just there listening, try to give me some advice.
Yeah.
And yeah, we was just there, and the third thing was what, basketball was there. And that's why to go back again, when you love something, it will help you for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because every time you want the peace place, or you want
a safe space
to go and just deal with yourself, it will be your job.
Yeah.
It will be your work. So I've been lucky, like, what I love become my job, and I do that every day. So I was needed, because the difficult part is when you stay alone.
Yeah.
And at home, and like you don't need to deal with people.
Yeah.
But the job that I do make me deal with kids and people, and nothing bring joy and more than work with the kids, because the kids always have smile, man.
Yeah.
They always smile, no matter how you can feel tired, angry, depression, blah blah, how you call it. When you see those guys with the smile, those angel smile, man, you just want to give them 100, and that's how I am. So those three things really helped me to, go through that. But it took me, I can say, a year, even more, like, because how did I know it happened to me, bro? Like, sometimes I couldn't move a picture of my ex, or even a flower, even something I knew, like, she put that on the table, but I can't move that, bro. I'm like, I don't want to move it. Even because I meet some girls after that, because that's the mistake also. Yeah. The deep mistake people do. We try to help ourselves
by doing the wrong thing again.
By going meeting other people. Dating other girls, if you're a man, or a girl, dating other guy.
This is a coping mechanism, like sort of looking for this looking to escape from the real thing that is going on. You don't want to deal with this, so let's find somewhere that I can put these feelings, like something.
Hiding.
It's a bit like,
you don't go away.
Yeah, it's a bit like addiction stuff.
Thank you.
When you go to drugs, because it releases dopamine that just
that's exactly
make you operate, like
forget that moment.
Forget that moment. You just need a sort of let's say,
it's a pill.
Yes, a pill.
It's a pill
to relieve this emotion, this pain.
That's a pill. Yeah. Like, you have a pain now, I will take a pain pills.
Yeah.
For that moment.
Yeah, exactly.
But the real pain never go away. Man, the injury is there.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to go through one.
Exactly. Surgery. You need to
deep, and that's, I told you I learned a lot. So that divorce, 1 year, even more it was tough.
Yeah.
I couldn't move stuff. Girls was coming, I couldn't trust.
Anymore.
I couldn't give my heart to someone. It was difficult. It was really tough. It was difficult because I was still there. The love. Because like I told you, when you love, you don't close the door. The door never, someone told you I love someone and I close the door, he got a piece.
He got a pill.
Believe me, no, you gotta go through surgery. And when the surgery comes, you say, I love that person.
Yeah.
I still even love that person.
Yeah.
But we don't have the same vision.
Yeah.
Or we can't be
together anymore. Yeah.
That's how you start heal from that.
Yeah.
And recognize. It's the same like we was talking about. You got to talk to yourself. You got to be fair.
Yeah, fair and real.
And real. That's the real things. So I went through that depression, and I understood that. I was like, oh shit, that picture is still there. Yeah. Why? I talk shit with that person, but why you don't take the picture? Why?
Just look at you yourself.
On your phone,
exactly.
Why you don't turn off the number? Even so, turn off the number, but you still checking.
Yeah.
Did I get a message? Or why that person? Because the depression of that. So you got just do what? Talk to yourself, make the homework. Like we was talking, you can make the homework before, make the homework after. For me, even after is also so important because that prepare you for the next relationship coming. Because if you didn't get that, those who are coming will be fucked up.
Exactly.
Don't worry about it. Like people will go to divorce after divorce after divorce after divorce. You got to understand, like, okay, I didn't do the homework there. It doesn't mean you will not get divorced the other way around. No, but it means you will make less mistakes.
Yeah. And
that's what we do. That's why we keep getting better, keep working. So that's that's the thing that I learned. That's where it was tough.
And the second part of this was, I mean, this is the first loss that you had,
Yeah.
and now later on you've lost your mother, your parent.
Tough, man. Tough moment.
And knowing that your mother played a big role in
oh my God, bro.
in your life.
Exactly, man.
How did you feel?
Yeah, it's still fresh now. It's still fresh, really fresh. Why? It's not only because it's fresh, but it's hard because it was suddenly. It's not that she was deep sick and we see that coming or something. No, it was two days ago. We talk on the phone with all the family like we always do, a group family, a church. And 2 days later, and the next day, a little bit sick, and then the next day, she's gone. And I was here, but I was everything on the FaceTime, on live. I was there because my sister pulled up the live video. So I couldn't sleep that night because she was in the hospital. It was quick. I don't want to go through the details about what happened there, but like you say, how I feel at that moment is tough. But how did I deal with that? I put that on the same way. Of course, my mom, but I don't want to say different, but it's the same because I lost two older brothers, like I told you, was my dad son, because my dad and my mom, my dad have 3 kids before my mom have 2.
Yeah.
So, but my mom and my dad, we are 4. So my dad lost 3 of them, 2 brothers and 1 big sister. So I lost them, and the crazy part is what? The moment it happened, because it happened just suddenly, years after years, the 3 of them, I was playing. And I remember at that time even, I was in the playoff time and stuff. I was captaining the team. The first one passed away. We was in the hotel. I learned that. It was deep, man. And man, but at that hour, I need to go perform. I need to go. And I'm the captain.
Exactly.
It is what you have to talk.
Yeah.
You gotta motivate. How you can motivate someone when
you're down,
you are down, you are completely out of everything. Can you imagine? But I don't know how it happened, but I found a way. And how did I find a way? Because I told you, I've been built. God bless me in my mindset. I built that mindset. Like, man, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's good. What I'm talking now. I just built my mindset like, man, no matter what come on my way, I will handle it. I will deal with face, and I will handle it. I can handle it good, I can handle it bad, but I will handle it. In the end of the day,
that's the thing.
Because I need to keep moving forward. Because my mind will always be like, what? I stay here, or we can move forward. We don't move forward back. I don't move. No, I don't move down behind it. I'm still on push. So when for my mom happened, I went through my mindset to try to understand how did I deal with my brother loss when I was in the moment I was playing and stuff. Like I created that whole like, okay, man, okay, it happened. It already happened. Nothing will change.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next, yeah.
And my mind's always been like that. The situation is already there. No matter how you turn crazy, angry, broke everything,
it's
crying.
gone.
No, it's gone.
It's finished.
It's
like,
finished.
No,
so what I did that day was what? I cried. It was a long time, bro. I didn't cry deeply. Yeah. I cried a little bit when I got divorced. Real talk. I tried because people always would be like, oh no, he's tough guy. Because I'm the guy who always like, no man, hey, why you should that weakness feelings?
Bro, like crying is not weakness.
That's what I'm saying. So crying is not weakness. Like you said, it's not. It's real. You have to. As a human being. And I cried first when I got divorced. Because the love was there, like I said again. And the second thing, and why, just little turn, I cried my divorce because the love was there, and also I knew like I didn't do my best.
Yes. I feel this now. Yeah, because one day, I remember one day you talked to me about this, about basketball, I think. You said when you retired, you wanted to give the best so that when you retire, you don't have to say in your mind like, I forgot this, I would have done this, I could have done
this. That's the regret.
Yeah, the regret.
And I don't want to live with regret.
Yeah, and now you had that on that moment.
So I was like,
I can imagine.
That's why I cried. But you can't go back from that. Now what I have to do is what? I have to correct. Because I still have room. It's not like a sport, like you just say now, like, man, when I stop playing,
it's finished.
Because you will never play again.
It's finished.
So that's why that one, the regret is not there. But that one, the regret was there, but I need to recognize that, okay, how can I make the other thing, the other relationship better? So when my mom it happened, I cried deeply, bro. That's what I say. I say, okay, cry.
Yeah. This
I said
time.
to myself, I cried deeply in my room, deeply, really deep. And then after that, I have to go to work again. And even I was like, did I have to go? But I was like, yeah, it's good for me. Like I was saying.
Where did you get that strength from?
Thank you. That's a good question, bro.
And do that.
Do that. Do you know the same question? My coach asked me that after the game of the playoff. When after the game, I told him, like, do you know I just lost my brother? My coach was, what? I said, yeah. Everybody was shocked. And you play like that. Man, like you say, how? He asked me the same question. How did you do that? It just coming from, like I told you, how did I build myself when I was alone? You know, I built two type of people in my mind. Until I still have that. I built two, and I give advice to the kids to have that, to do that. Two kind of character person. The mission one, when we talk about mission, like we were saying, and normal person. If you don't have that, you will be caught up in the life we live now. Because life will make you have to pull up one or another one.
Yeah.
But people don't know how to, so they get mixed up.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when you have to be on the mission mindset, you pull up the nice one. You get
you just
slapped.
get slapped. Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes you want to be the nice one, you pull up the mission one, you get slapped.
Exactly.
Like, no, but you are too aggressive, bro. Come on, man.
yeah.
Chill.
Chill.
That's the thing. So I learned how to play with that, but I didn't know how to control. It's like you create a monster, but you don't know how to control that monster. Because that monster that's why I like Avengers movies. You know, I went to watch again one new movie of Avenger for the girls.
Yeah.
I don't remember the movie, but the girl is a girl. And I like Avenger because it's a power, and you see how people have those power. In the beginning of the movie, they can control those power.
Yeah.
So that was that. Like you create an Avenger there, but you have to learn how to control. So that divorce, all those things, all those moments was helping me how to learn how to control that Avenger stuff. I started to learn a little bit how to control him when, like I told you, my brother passed away. I control, I say, if I can play like that, it means I start to kind of control it. That means my emotion was on the side when I was in the mission there.
Okay.
You understand? And then I was talking with the people about my brother who passed away. Because some people, when I say that, you switch to the mission, but what they do, they don't talk about those moments. You will have the guy like Carl Leonard who was talking about that. Like when he saw his dad get shot, he stayed quiet. And that's bringing his character into now. Like he's a quiet guy, but because his dad, because he saw that, he get quiet. He didn't want to talk with the people around. But me was different because to control that Avenger was what? Okay, the mission is finished. Now I can talk to you about what happened to me. Normally, you can give me advice. I can be, because people talk, they feel like if I talk, I will feel weak. You understand? But you have to talk. That doesn't mean you're weak. It makes you
stronger, even because
thank you.
Because you have the power, the strength with all these emotions to express clearly what you're feeling.
What you're feeling and who you are as a person. People see you like,
that
you can be tough there, but it's not. So that was that. That's how I deal with that learn. So when my mom happened, how did I deal with that to go back to work with the kids smiling? Next day, every 2 days, that's what I said to my boss, the manager that I work with him, and the parents around. They were shocked. Like, this guy is here, having smile and working 100% every time. But he exactly. He just lost his mom and stuff. Why? Because the monster, I just learned how to control. And when I was outside of the game, I was going back from those moments, like, remind how my mom, like, everything was good and stuff. And just a little corner, the good part is that I was also, the thing always made me also go peaceful and let my mom go away from my head was because I told her why I was a little bit, I don't want to say angry, because first I'm not angry with someone. I never want to be angry with someone. It's so emotional for me when I talk about this because I don't want to be angry. I ever don't want to be angry with someone. I never be angry with someone. But with my mom, it was not anger. It was just like, did I kind of call that disappointed? A little bit because she let me down at the moment we was talking. Because she was my rock. She was a rock, everybody. But me, she was more because my dad, he couldn't communicate. Her, and then when she was telling me like, drop basketball, why you want to do like, yo brother, go play. I'm happy because I let her go in my mind because I told her that. In the school I told her that I think it was like a couple months or 1 year before she passed away. So one day just like that, we have a conversation on the phone and I told her like that. I say, do you know why I don't call you most of the time? Because I was not calling her regularly, or like the relationship like I have with my dad was. My brother, like my brother is more close. It was more close to my mom than my dad.
Yeah.
But me, it was a little bit opposite. Why? And I told her that, and I was happy because I told her that, and she told me like, I just told her like, no, I don't want you maybe excuse me. No, you did that on the love way.
You wanted to protect.
I don't want to judge you. You do what is possible because you love me. But for me, on my side, I saw like you let me down because this. And we have a good conversation after that. Everything was cool. So also that helped me to let her go in my mind. Like, okay, that was her moment. The situation is like that. She passed away. Okay, you are man now. And all those things I went through, start traveling alone, try moving alone, be alone in my own. Like I told you, I was a foreigner in my own house. It helped me to
prepare actually for this moment.
Those moments, like
when you
deal with that.
When you be on your own.
On my own, and understand like she's somewhere there. Check on me. Always.
That's life.
That's life. People come and go, and parents come and go. But the important thing is what they let us, like as a legacy. What she let was what is pray. That's what she let us. She always said like that. No matter what happened to you.
So what is your perspective now on death or on? How do you see that now?
That's a good question, man. I went there first time. I went home. I saw my mom. I couldn't support. We was 4, 5 in the room. Me, my brother, one of my sister, husband, and plus those people, and my older brother, the first son of my mom. So he was there. I spent I think 2 minutes. I saw my mom. We can say that naked, lay down. They cleaned her. Before. That was the first time I saw a dead body like that, and more when it's your mom.
That hit
2 minutes. Yes, I look at her and I couldn't stand. I just step out because first I want to keep good memories.
Of her.
I don't want to see her. I didn't want to see her like that. I just want to keep, and that's what I told you now. I don't hate someone. I don't want to hate someone. I just want to keep love around me. And love around me means what? Like when you talk about how I see death, how that feeling about it, is for me, is there. It's there. People go. But I don't want to deal with that. It doesn't mean I don't think about it. It's there. Like I say again. But I just want to stay positive. And positive for me means what? Death don't handle with positive. For me. Of course, death. So some people is a positive, but for me, positive means beauty. Beauty
means living.
Living. Thank you. So for me, that's why I stepped away that day because I was like, I don't want to have that too much in my head. I want to see her smile. That's the picture of my mom I want to have in my head. She's smiling. She's an angel. And when we talk about angel, of course we have a demon, the devil angel, but I want to keep the good one. The one who is there smiling, every time take care about people, give people food, make people understand like it will be okay, no matter what you go through, it will be okay. She was always saying that, it will be okay. So that's what I want to remember. So for me, death, the feeling of that is a whole day. It's a whole day, it's a part like, I don't want to deal with it.
That's none of your concern.
It's not my concern. When it will happen, if I have to go, I don't know what happened there.
But
that's it. But just, for me, it's just like, people go, and we just have to stay with the legacy and try to keep those people alive as we can with what they give us.
And this reminds me of something about giving love, as you said. Now there are 2 ways of saying this. The first one is that everyone thinks that they have time. This is one thing. And because they don't know when it's the end, when it's finished.
When it's gonna happen.
They don't know. So now that you have your life, how would you like it to be? What would you like to be known for? What is what you would like for people to say about you? This is one thing. And the second aspect is that it's gonna come.
Yeah, of course. Come.
How do you prepare yourself to be?
That's a good one.
To be not ready. I won't say ready, but how would you say, fine?
You can come now.
Yes.
First of all, as like you just said now, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. How you want people to remember you, that's the first thing.
Yeah.
How you want people to remind is bring your small rock in the big pieces.
Yeah.
How can I bring that small rock? You don't need to be something big. You don't need to do something. Impact your community. Impact first yourself.
Yeah.
If you impact yourself, you make light of that impact.
Yeah, to
touch
others. Yeah.
people around you, family,
Mm.
neighbor,
Mm.
all those things. So that means what? Try to be a model. Because you're a model,
Yeah.
then people will always remind you about you. Someone will talk about you somewhere. Because you are just a model.
Yeah.
You can be a model just by being just a clean guy.
Yeah.
Or just by every time you cross something, you take that thing and you put it on the right way.
Yeah.
Or by just saying someone something. Or by just doing what you do now. Try to do the podcast for people to understand who they are. Or to just people to share the story in their life. Because that can impact other people.
Other people, yeah.
That's what you're doing now. That's exactly that. In a different way, no matter which way, no matter what. Just try to bring something someone can be related from that letter. Like people will keep talking like, hey, someone was doing this. Or someone was doing that. Or maybe I want to do like that. That's the real legacy. That's the things. That's how you can defeat those moments.
Yeah.
Because to defeat those moments, you have to do that. And if you do that means what? You live.
Yeah.
And you live with what? With purpose. With mission. Every time we wake up. Because it's simple as that. We talk about death, right? But people die when they're still living, but they already died. Because they don't have a purpose. They don't have a mission.
I understand now. There's the physical death and the spiritual and mental death. Yeah.
So they're already gone.
Yeah.
So that person is more dangerous. Because he will never bring nothing beauty or positive around him.
Yeah.
Around him, it's like we talk about death. I told you it's a whole year, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing, because when you go from death, it's just nothing there.
Yeah.
So it's the same. You have that person in front of you. You think that person will bring you nothing. He bring you death.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So when you have those, like I was saying, those little things that you want to bring to the puzzle, the big puzzle of life, you understand like. My mission is not finished. My mission will finish just the way I close my eyes.
Yeah.
So now to go back on the second, like how you been prepared for those moments when that come. We never been prepared. If you have the mindset that I have, like the mission don't stop. The mission stop when you close your eyes.
Yeah.
And like I always say to the people, it's always fun, but I always say, man, the real warrior, I always like the real warrior sleep when he die.
Yeah.
That's the thing. So still we live. Why you want me to sleep for 8 hours sleep?
Exactly.
When I know like if I can sleep 4 or 5 or 3 of them, like because the time is limited, like you just said now. Because the only one thing everybody, like I give advice to the people like every time, the one thing you have to ask, no matter which God or which person you believe or what you believe really, I don't know, I don't want to talk about it. But if you believe on something, ask that thing or that person or whatever to give you time. Because like you just said now, we don't have time. Because the time don't stop.
Exactly.
So we don't have it. So how can I use that time that I have wisely?
Wisely, yeah.
It's by doing those little things, because that is my fuel to wake up every day and try to do the best. And by doing that, that's how will impact the people, the generation behind, and those things. And when that moment comes, man,
you just say, wow, I've done my best.
I done my best. And that's the things, like, because we never been prepared. If you have that mindset. I saw the people hold, no matter the age, 90, they still keep hustling.
Yeah.
They still keep hustling. You see it. You see old man sitting.
Exactly.
And the hustle is what people think hustle means for them to go to work, you work at 90. No. They will sit where they sit, they clean, one little clean, taking a little paper or just garbage, just walk around, try to, just by even the presence, sitting in the bench, is already, they already have that hustle part. Yeah. Because they never stop
Some of them, they just go and advise even other people as well. They do these conferences, they give the knowledge, they write books, they do TV stuff.
Because they need to keep feeling they are living. They need to keep pushing and giving back behind. That's the thing. So that's why, when that moment will come, you just have to come.
So now, to finish with the last question, it's with all your knowledge, your experiences, and your life, right? What could be a message that you would like to give to the younger generation coming up?
Yeah, for example, the message that I have to give is how I train, is how I work. You know, I was a former player turned coach, and not only coach like a ball. I'm a mentor. The mentor can cover advisor, blah blah, how you want to call it. But I want to teach life by ball. So the message that I can give, what I can advice I can give to the young guys behind is what I say is first give your best every single time you decide to do something. No matter what you're gonna do your best about it. And how you do your best about it? By knowing who you are. Know who you are. That starts with from there. If you don't know who you are, you will never give your best.